You can expect breakfast, lunch, and dinner in that order, available any time of the day, plus the widest selection of seafood in the city. We carry 16 different pieces of fresh fish every day, more than any restaurant in the city. And if you guys want to challenge me, come on, bring it on. People have generally warmed up to the whole concept now and accept what we're doing and still realize that we are a little bit left of center. Well, I wanted to open a restaurant that combined my experiences in seafood restaurants and the kind of food that I like to eat, the kind of restaurants I like to go to. That's not to say that I don't have an esoteric flair at all. I like diners, like greasy spoons. I'm not looking for a real style. I'm looking for at-home comfort my customers receive. Thanks, guys.
Well, Ilani, between the cereal and seafood, Glenn's Diner certainly offers something for everyone. Tell us why you chose it.
I love seafood, and I love seafood done right. And I feel that Glenn's Diner is a place that has it all. The seafood's fresh, it's made simple, and it's just really good.
Explain the cereal.
I can't even explain it, but they have these tons of boxes of cereal that's lined up by the bar. And you could order cereal if you want, have a mix. If you want Lucky Charms and Cheerios, you could have a Lucky Cheerio.
And sometimes you can get cereal on your fish.
Exactly.
Fruit Loops crusted tilapia sometimes.
Exactly, but I haven't had that, but I usually go for the little bit more simply prepared dishes. When I was there recently, I had the seared scallops with, of course, bacon, pork, and mushrooms, and it was fantastic.
Well, Brian, you're an East Coaster. You know your seafood well. What did you think?
I thought it was a funky atmosphere inside there. I think it's interesting that you could have your amberjack and your applejacks. But I really thought that at the end of the day, it was sort of trending more on the atmosphere and sort of more on some of those sauces to sort of cover up just a bunch of different fishes, which I thought were probably all prepared in slightly standard type manners. I'm sorry, it could have been that day. I'm a big fan of crab cakes, and I had a crab cake appetizer, and these were like soggy, and they were mushy, and a little lukewarm. Of course, the aioli you dipped them in were great, but I could dip my finger in aioli, and it's the most tasty thing in the world. So maybe it was an off day. They were friendly.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have to take me back there. I'll go.
So, Jerry, breakfast, lunch, dinner, cereal, seafood?
Seafood dinner. I don't know why it's called Glenn's Diner. It should be called Glenn's Seafood Shop because the seafood was absolutely great.
Thank you, Jerry.
I ordered the Arctic char. I don't know, Brian. You're from the East Coast. You should know better. It was absolutely great. It was prepared well. It was lightly grilled, and they served the hollandaise aioli sauce. I thought was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. My wife ordered the pan-fried catfish served with a cornbread dressing with shrimp. Unbelievable mixture there. Fascinating.
But Ilani, by looking at the menu at this place, and they do offer like a little bit of everything. Is it better that maybe they focus on the seafood, not so much on the other aspects of the diner, like the meatloaf and the breakfast, or can they actually do, in your opinion, all things very well?
I think they do all things very well. I've been there for breakfast. I had pancakes and
no cereal.
Yeah, no cereal. I could get that home, but pancakes, and I think it's great for breakfast. But it's also nice to have like a great alternative for a seafood place that you don't have to go downtown. You don't have to pay exorbitant prices for it.
That's true. It's very non-pretentious. It was absolutely comfortable to go there and have seafood.
And I have 2 kids, and it's a family-friendly place.
Enjoy.
I just love the atmosphere of it all, and I just think it has really good food and it's something for everyone.
I happened to have the Arctic char. My wife had that night. I thought that was better than the sturgeon I had. I thought the flavor itself of the fish was quite nice. I just think it's a relaxing atmosphere. I think it draws people from the neighborhood, and there are a lot of different options, as you said, from ribs to a burger to a steak to a whole different bunch of options of fresh fish.
So, Jerry, describe the look of the restaurant.
It was interesting. As Leilani pointed out, they had the wall was covered in boxes of cereal. Obviously, I had to ask what's with the cereal. So the owner is a big fan of cereal.
Glenn Falstrup.
And he actually decided to focus on that, and he did a good job. I think I was a bit disappointed that they didn't have 2 of my childhood favorites there, Quisp and Quake.
I hear about this Quistero from everyone. Seriously, it's amazing that they stopped making it with
Yeah,
such a huge following.
probably showing my age a bit, but it was really good.
I didn't know better. I thought you had a speech impediment.
So, Brian, the night that you went, what was the crowd like?
It was a nice mixed crowd. There were some families, there were a couple people on date night. I had tried going a week earlier without reservation on a Tuesday night, and I found out that's one of the tougher nights to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Because they do all-you-can-eat crabs.
legs.
We were there on
Yes,
Tuesday
yeah.
night, and people were eating all the crab they could eat.
So I think next time, after I have maybe go have a sandwich in Humboldt Park, maybe I want to go there and have all-you-could-eat crabs. And I think that would just be a firm eating day of just gluttony.
What's the neighborhood like?
It's family friendly, in the Montrose area.
And if you're into public transportation, the Brown Line
Brown
stop
Line's
is right
there.
Right there. That's value added.
You don't have to worry about parking.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Liletta, you've selected Glenn's Diner. Sum it up for us.
Oh, fresh food done right. Fresh seafood done right, simple, and delicious.
Jerry?
Absolutely amazing. Again, it should not be called Glenn's Diner. It should be called Glenn's Seafood Shop.
All right, and Brian?
Friendly neighborhood fish shack with a full selection of cereal.
All right. Well, you can sample the seafood and much more at Glenn's Diner, 1820 through 22 West Montrose, 773-506-1720. They're open for lunch and dinner daily, breakfast on weekends. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $20.